The Miller family's annual pumpkin patch trip was always a highlight of their autumn, a tradition filled with laughter, muddy boots, and the search for the perfect pumpkin. But this year, everything changed in an instant. As 10-year-old Lily wandered between the rows, she stumbled upon a sight she'd never forget. A tiny, shivering, scruffy puppy curled up inside a giant pumpkin, its big brown eyes pleading for help. The kids were instantly smitten. They named him Pumpkin on the spot, and he responded with endless tail wags, happy yips, and slobbery kisses, as if he'd been waiting for them all along. But then reality set in. The farm owner approached, explaining that Pumpkin was a stray who'd wandered onto the property days ago. If no one claimed him by the end of the weekend, he'd have to be taken to the county shelter, where his future was uncertain. The timing couldn't have been worse. The Millers were in the middle of packing up their entire lives, preparing for a cross-country move to San Diego in just 3 weeks, a move that already felt overwhelming. Could they really take on the responsibility of a new puppy with boxes everywhere, goodbyes to say, and 1,000 details to manage? The parents worried about the chaos, the logistics, and whether it was fair to Pumpkin or their kids. The clock was ticking. 48 hours to make a life-changing decision. Should they follow their hearts and welcome Pumpkin into their family, or walk away and hope someone else would give him a home? It's a dilemma that tugs at the heartstrings, one faced by thousands of families every year. What would you do in their shoes? To help the Millers and you make this life-changing decision, we've brought in 2 experts with very different perspectives. The question at hand isn't just about adopting a puppy, it's about timing, responsibility, and what's truly best for both the family and the new furry friend. As the Millers sit down with our panel, the air is thick with anticipation and curiosity. Dr. Eleanor Vance, a seasoned veterinarian with years of experience guiding families through pet ownership, is all about practicality and preparation. She doesn't mince words. Bringing a puppy into a home about to move cross-country, that's a recipe for stress for everyone. Dr. Vance has seen too many well-intentioned families struggle when they underestimate the upheaval a move can cause, especially for a young animal. Puppies, she explains, need stability, routine, and a calm environment to truly thrive. The chaos of packing, the noise of movers, and the uncertainty of a new place can be overwhelming for a little pup. New environments, unpredictable schedules, and constant change can lead to anxiety, behavioral issues, and even health problems for a young dog. But on the other side of the debate, Professor Alistair Wagg, affectionately known as Professor Paws, sees things differently. With infectious enthusiasm, he argues, this is a bonding adventure. What better way to unite a family than caring for a puppy through a big move? For him, the shared challenge could create unforgettable memories and teach resilience, teamwork, and compassion. Dr. Vance, however, isn't convinced. She counters, a puppy needs round-the-clock care, especially during house training. Who's taking Pumpkin out every few hours on the road? Who's keeping up with vaccinations when your vet is 2,000 miles away? She worries that the demands of moving could mean the puppy's needs are overlooked, leading to setbacks that could last for years. Professor Paws insists, it's not about perfect timing, it's about commitment. The Millers' love and dedication could help Pumpkin adjust, even in the midst of chaos. He believes that with enough patience and teamwork, the family can overcome any obstacle, and the puppy will become an integral part of their journey. But Dr. Vance offers a final warning. An emotional decision now could mean years of frustration, and it's the dog who pays the price. She urges the Millers to think long-term, considering not just the excitement of a new puppy, but the responsibility and challenges that come with it. The debate is on. Should the Millers follow their hearts or listen to their heads? Both experts make compelling points, and the family finds themselves torn between the joy a puppy could bring and the reality of their upcoming move. The Millers must weigh the excitement and happiness a new puppy promises against the practical challenges of moving across the country. It's a decision that will shape their family's future, and Pumpkin's, too. Is this the start of a heartwarming family fairy tale, or a disaster waiting to happen? The answer isn't easy. What would you do if you were in their shoes? Professor Paws argues, Pumpkin looks like a terrier mix, tough, adaptable, ready for adventure. Terriers are energetic and clever, but Dr. Vance warns they need constant stimulation. A bored terrier is a destructive terrier. The Miller's new home might have less space and more demands. Can they keep up with a high-energy dog? But maybe Pumpkin's energy could help the family stay active and adjust to their new city. Adopting a mixed-breed stray is a gamble. You never know what traits you'll get. Will Pumpkin be a perfect fit or a challenge too big to handle? The Millers are betting on the unknown. Are you a gambler when it comes to a decade-long commitment? The stakes are high. A dog isn't just a pet, it's a teacher of empathy, responsibility, and love. The kids will learn to care for Pumpkin, but the real work often falls on the parents. Dr. Vance lays it out. Puppies need hours of training, exercise, and attention. Your life revolves around their needs. Spontaneous plans? Forget it. Weekend trips? Only with a sitter. There's emotional labor too, worrying about health, behavior, and socialization. Without a clear plan, resentment can build, turning joy into conflict. Who will be the chief puppy officer in the Miller family? Are they ready for the sacrifices and the rewards? This is more than cuddles and fetch. It's a serious, life-changing commitment. Professor Paws says, you can't put a price on love, but Dr. Vance crunches the numbers. The first year with a puppy can cost $1,000, $2,000 adoption fees, vet visits, vaccinations, supplies, and training. Ongoing costs, food, checkups, grooming, boarding, can easily top $1,500 a year. And what about emergencies? Surgery or chronic illness can mean thousands more. Pet insurance helps, but it's another monthly bill. The Millers must ask, do they have an emergency fund for Pumpkin? If not, adopting now could be a huge financial risk. Is it fair to the puppy if they can't afford his care? Love is priceless, but responsibility isn't free. The financial reality is as pressing as the emotional one. Just as the Millers are about to make their final decision, Sarah decides to post Pumpkin's photo online, hoping for some last-minute advice. Within minutes, her phone buzzes with a flood of notifications, comments, messages, and even a few direct replies from dog experts. One message stands out, and it changes everything for the family. The reply is clear. Pumpkin isn't a terrier mix at all. He's a Belgian Malinois German Shepherd, a combination of two of the world's most intelligent, energetic, and driven breeds. These dogs are famous for their sharp minds, boundless stamina, and intense loyalty. Belgian Malinois and German Shepherds are the breeds trusted by police and military units around the globe. They're not just pets. They're working dogs, bred for demanding jobs, complex tasks, and hours of daily activity. Without enough stimulation, they can become restless or even destructive. Dr. Vance doesn't sugarcoat it. This changes everything, he says firmly. These breeds are not for first-time owners. They require experienced handlers, consistent training, and a serious commitment. The Millers had pictured a playful, easygoing companion for their family. But now they realize Pumpkin will grow into a powerful, demanding dog who needs much more than just love and attention. Their dreams of simple beach walks and lazy afternoons may be replaced by advanced training sessions, agility classes, and a daily routine built around Pumpkin's needs. The responsibility and the cost just skyrocketed. Specialized training, equipment, and extra care all add up quickly. The family is stunned. The clock is ticking down to its final minutes, and the weight of the decision is heavier than ever. Is this still the right dog for them? Can they rise to the challenge, or is it time to reconsider? The stakes have never been higher. The Millers must make a life-changing choice, one that will shape their family's future. What would you do? The Millers sit in their car, facing the hardest choice of their lives. Do they take on the challenge of raising a high-drive working dog during a cross-country move, or walk away and let Pumpkin find a more experienced home? Professor Paws says, this could be the adventure of a lifetime, a chance to grow together. Dr. Vance warns, the risk of heartbreak and failure is real for both the family and the dog. There's no easy answer. Heart versus head, emotion versus logic. What would you advise? Should the Millers take the leap or let Pumpkin go? Share your thoughts in the comments. Their story and Pumpkin's future hangs in the balance.